Did you know that the color of your hair can affect the way that your style and your haircut appear? Say hello to my friends Sam 2 and Sam 2. Right, we can see that Sam 2 has blonde hair. Not the lightest blonde, but pretty blonde. And Sam 2 has very dark hair. When considering a haircut and the texture that you want to see in a haircut, or when considering an updo, say for a special occasion or a wedding, or just if you want to be fancy, there are two rules, really the same rule, that you always need to consider. And that is how texture and silhouette affect each other. With light hair, it's hard to see a silhouette, whereas with dark hair, it's hard to see texture. So when I'm styling or cutting dark hair, I know my main focus is going to be the silhouette or the general outline of the shape. And when I'm styling or cutting lighter hair, then I know that the texture or the small details are going to be the highlight. So what does that mean? You can see that I braided half the side of Sam 2's head and Sam 2's head. So if you check it out, let me lower you down a little. We can see clearly the detail in this blonde braid, a lot more than the detail in that dark braid. Though I assure you, the dark braid is actually a little messier than the blonde braid. The blonde braid it appears a lot messier than that dark braid. You can see every detail and every flyaway, whereas with the dark hair, it just kind of gets swallowed in the details. So when you think about that with, like, say formal updos or wedding hair, very often when you look through bridal magazines, you'll see like the little intricate braided or pin curled styles are going to be on blonde hair, and the big elegant silhouettes are going to be on the darker hair. So if I turn Sam's this way, so let's think about this in other terms. Think about when you're back combing hair for volume, right? If I want to take this hair and we can go for something nice and big, like those big Amy Winehouse silhouettes. And it is not that difficult to come through and smooth it out and make it look like one fairly cohesive shape. But if I were to do that same thing on blonde hair, bear in mind that these are the same mannequin. They have very similar hair length, very similar hair densities. Really, the major difference is the hair color. This one actually came blonde and then was colored dark again. So they even have really similar levels of damage. Look how similar. So similar silhouette, it's going to look a lot smoother and a lot more blended on that dark hair than it does on this blonde hair. On the blonde hair, it's going to be a lot more difficult to not see the back comb sections or even the flyaways. So in terms of hair cutting, picture that. You have got a pixie cut with a lot of texture or a long haircut with a lot of layers. It may be difficult to see all the detail of layering in the dark hair. It may be really easy to see all the layering in the blonde hair. But if you're going for fullness or big hair, it's going to be a lot easier to see the big hair and to see the silhouette on the dark hair, where it might get lost in the details with the blonde hair. That's all I've got for today. Be sure to watch out for my video next week when I test 6 different direct dye lifters and see which one comes out on top. I'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you saw and you want to see some more, go ahead and check out some of my other videos. Feel free to share with any of your nerdy friends. Click the subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Let me know what else you want to hear about. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.